Main event from Madison Square Garden in New York. A 10-round welterweight bout from Paterson, New Jersey, at 147 pounds, Vince Martinez, versus from Stamford, Connecticut, at 148 pounds, Chico Vejar. And from the neutral corner, your host, the undefeated world's heavyweight champion, Rocky Marciano.
And my guest, a man who I know needs no introduction, the king himself, Nat King Cole.
Thanks, Rock. How you feel?
Just fine.
Say, look here. What about this picture up here with you and Eisenhower?
Yeah, that's got a funny story to it, Nate. Joe DiMaggio was a big celebrity in my neighborhood. He was the biggest thing that ever hit baseball, you know, and I didn't realize it until this picture was taken, though. I had just won the title and was invited down to visit with the president, along with 50 other athletes who were making the news at the time. And the president didn't get a chance to see the boys in that particular field, so he invited us down to have lunch. Great big moment in my life. In the process, this picture was taken. DiMaggio was right aside of the president, myself. And when I went back home to Brockton, Mass., I very proudly walked into my neighborhood club. I had just come back being with the president, walk into the clubhouse, and one old Italian guy kind of brushed his mustache and says, Marciano thinks he's a big shot now. Just had his picture taken with DiMaggio.
Well, you forgot all about that other fellow in the middle, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, it's a pretty wild-looking tie you have on there, too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And Nate, I was lucky enough to catch you one night in California. My bride and I walked in at the Hollywood Bowl, and a strange thing happened. We come in there, and there must have been 20,000, 30,000 people watching the great king come on the stage, and a big hush fell over the whole stadium. I mean, you could hear a pin drop, and it's remarkable because in boxing, we realize how good we are by the noise the fans make.
Yeah, it is funny how that is on the opposition there, because as a fighter approaches the ring, you know, the whole thing is going. But you see, in our particular business, the quieter the audience is at a particular time that we are performing, it is what you say, a great tribute to an artist. And sometimes they can get too quiet, so, you know. Sometimes I wonder whether they're out there, you know. But I can see the contrast, because particularly a place like the Hollywood Bowl, which is a very lovely place. I play there every year, and I enjoy it very much.
I bet you do. I felt I had goose pimples when I saw all these people just quieting down, and the king come on and just knew what to do and how to take over, but they made a lot of noise when you're all through.
But you know, the only thing about the Hollywood Bowl, you know, out there on the stage, I feel like a picture postcard.
Did you ever want to be a fighter?
No, but I tell you what, I tried it a couple of times.
Did you?
When I was a kid, I used to practice around with my cousin. You know, he used to be a little amateur fighting at times around a little place in Chicago called the Savoy Ballroom. And I used to train with him until he'd hit me pretty hard, and then all of a sudden I'd hit him and knock him down. You know, I ended up being the best fighter of the group. But actually, no, but I tell you what, I became so interested in fighting that just recently, a couple of months ago, I signed up a fighter.
You did?
Yes, a boy by the name of Gene Johns. Nice-looking kid. And Harry Wiley is the race trainer.
Yeah.
You know him.
Very good.
Well, Harry's the one who discovered the kid, and he's been training him, and Harry brought him to me, and so we went down to the commissioner's office and signed him up.
Hey, that's great. You know, I'm going to keep my eye on this kid now, and...
You may see me in the corner any day on television with my sweat on.
If he ever gets to fight for the title... If he ever gets the fight, will you sing the Star Spangled Banner for him?
Oh, yes, if I can remember the words that night.
That would be great, having the king sing the Star Spangled Banner for the championship.
I did sing the Star Spangled Banner in the World Series in Chicago when the White Sox were playing the Dodgers. And, I was belting this song out pretty good. And when I walked back up to the press box after it was over, the guy said, "Oh, you did a wonderful job." And one guy in the press box said, "You know, you sang the wrong word." And I said, "What was it?" He said, "You say, oh, the land, instead of saying, oh, the land and of the free, I say, on the land and the sea." And they put it on the teletype, and this thing started going all over the country. And so I was a little frustrated about it, because I rehearsed this thing right down to the last wire. But the night of the night, if my fighter ever gets into a championship fight, I don't think I'll be able to sing that night.
You'll be too excited. Here's the bell for the main event. This is one we've all been waiting for. The main event. Vince Martinez, Chico Vejar. The critics think Vince will have an easy time because he's a 4-to-1 favorite tonight. Madison Square Garden, 1953. Let me tell you about it as I saw it. Martinez in black, Vejar in white. And watch this close because Chico always has an awful lot of trouble in the first couple of rounds. They boxed 2 years ago. Vejar won, a real big upset. But he's on leave from the Army now, and I think he could be silly taking a fight this tough. Chico has to be rusty. He could get smashed up. When he comes out of the service, he won't even have a career left. Vejar's manager, Steve Ellis, used to be a television sportscaster. Ellis actually announced a couple of Vejar's fights. Then one night, Chico got flattened in front of Ellis, and the guy lost his voice. They had to have another announcer the next time. Good right hand. He tripped over Vejar's right foot. Chico, this guy loves room. Don't give him so much of it. Close it up. Look at Martinez. You're letting him do what he wants. Don't let go of him, Chico. Will you get your head down low? This thing is going to end right here if you don't. Vejar goes back to trainer Freddie Brown in the corner. Talk to him, Freddie. He's going to get taken out. Look at this Martinez. He's got a guy hurt, and he just stands off and looks at him. If the other fellow is hurt, you have to go right into him. This is a tough business. You're crazy if you get an edge and don't use it. This is more like it. That's it. Move in, Chico. It's a chance. If I were Vejar, I'd be standing on Martinez's toes all night. I'd make him think he was fighting in a telephone booth. I can't see giving him this much room. There you go. He's going to keep going. He has to take an automatic 8 count. Don't take a step until you got those hands way up. Sometimes a guy's a little dizzy and he forgets to do it. Martinez's style is to stay off like this and look for pot shots. He should be coming in. But this is boxing for you. He can't change even if he wanted to. The style is like having a wife. You're stuck with it, brother. Stay in there, Chico. He doesn't do much inside. Martinez to his corner. Manager Bill Daly comes in to talk to him. Here's Vejar out of his corner. He'd better start punching right off. I don't think he can take another bad round. That's the way to fight this guy. Back him up with a jab. Anybody who flicks a left hand out is just wasting his time. you're supposed to step in behind a jab and jam the other guy back. There. Martinez carried his hands low, but he's one of the few fighters you'll see whose whole idea of defense is to back away. Usually it's dangerous, but he's so fast, he seems to be able to get away with it. Chico is making a fight of it now. He seems to be over those knockdowns. That can happen. Some guys just don't take a punch early. But when they're going a while, you can hit them with an axe and they'll stand up. Vejar going back to his corner. Here's Chico Vejar in white, Vince Martinez in black trunks. Vince keeps 2 full steps on Vejar. You'll notice he gets room by going back on his right foot, never the left. All that would do is bring his feet together. Vince is looking for one big punch, and he wants Vejar to walk into it. He's not doing any more leading than he has to do. Chico seems awful anxious. It's making him tight. When he gets finished here tonight, it'll take him a day before he can sleep. No matter how much the fight takes out of you, his nerves are too keyed up. This fight could get real close later on, but can Vejar go along without being nailed again? Nat, what do you think of this fight so far?
Wow, what a pace that Vejar's setting.
He sure surprised everybody in this fight. This was one of his greatest. Vince in black trunks, Chico in white. Vince is off fast. This is the tough part of the fight, but he wants to step it up. He must be in real good condition. Good right hand by Vince. I still don't like the way Martinez stands off. There's only one way to fight in my book. 3 minutes a round. A fight can go so fast that you've got to try and score points every step of the way. Vince, you'd be surprised how easy you can lose these things. Martinez didn't step in behind that punch. That's one of the first things you should have learned. You can't hit a guy going away from you unless you step toward him first. Vince has his father and brothers around him a lot during training. This causes a little bit of trouble with manager Bill Daly. A little, I mean a lot. In boxing, the family and the manager get into worse scraps than the fighter does in the ring. Vejar tries to step it up. He needs every one of these rounds to win it. And you'd better do some body punching too, Chico. You've been forgetting all about that. Vince keeps going away from those punches. I think this guy wants to go the whole 10 rounds without even getting his hair mussed. Martinez, you're not doing enough with this kid. He's starting to come on a little. Better do something. Don't let him get the idea he can do this every round. It'll make him a lot harder to fight. Chico Vejar going back for a little water and a few seconds of rest. A sucker right hand. Don't ever get hit with a punch like that, Vince. Only amateurs should get hit with right hands. The left hook is working when Vejar comes in. Right uppercuts will get to him, too. Vince ought to try them. There, Martinez is straightening him out better now. Chico Vejar is a dead-game kid. He's still coming right in, but he's having trouble with his distance. He can't nail Vince squarely. That's a sign of being rusty. There's the left hook with a good right hand after it. Chico turns southpaw on Martinez then. He's going to try to do anything to get to his man. Vince Martinez goes back to his corner. Chico Vejar in white, Vince Martinez in black. Vince is ahead up to now, but this round could turn the fight upside down. Stick him with that left, Vince. Don't let him get off on you. Vince hasn't changed his pattern an inch. He's waiting for Vejar to come in. Then he'll go back and counter with that left. He must be getting tired. That jab knocked him way back. Step in before you throw. You can't hit him from that far out. Good right to the body by Chico. That's it. Now let's see who won it. I have to give it to Vince Martinez, but you never know. Announcer Johnny Addy says Martinez the winner, and a good fast fight, too. Here's a kid, Vince Martinez, had all the potentials of being a champion. He was at his best, and because he had the ring-wise experience, he was able to beat a better fighter.
Well, that's your business.
Nat, you're there. You're one of the most main eventers. You've learned to keep punching to make it. This pair of golden gloves is just a reminder to you and your friends to keep punching and always stay there.
Well, Rocky, I will take this and hang it up in my den.
Great.
Thank you.
You bet. The bigger they are, the nicer they are. And you can make it as easily as they did. Just remember, keep your left hand high, chin down, and keep punching.